I'd rather you sleep with my dad than take my money. At least my dad, over the time, yeah, we'll reconcile and we'll be cool. But you see, when you lose time, time can never be gotten back.
Sincerely, it will hurt me more that you slept with my mom or my dad. Because I feel like I don't have safety anymore. Because if my parents or any of them could choose to sleep with you and you agree to sleep with them, you know, if you kill me one day for that same money.
But that your father, that your mother, they will hate you if you don't have money. If your younger brother get money past you, then go respect and pass you, will be the first son self.
These are the topics for today. Your partner disappeared with all your assets worth $10,000. Your partner slept with your dad. Which of these statements will hurt you more? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is this statement true or false? Should DNA test be made compulsory in Nigeria? Cheating or being loyal is not gender-based. Your partner disappeared with all your assets worth $10,000. Your partner slept with your dad or your mom. Which of these statements will hurt you more?
Going with my money will hurt me the most because you've taken away the man in me. The money is the man in me. Everything is embedded in that money. So you can sleep with my father. I don't give a fuck about that.
As much as I understand the value of my money, and I know that it will pain me, sincerely, it will hurt me more that you slept with my mom or my dad. Because I feel like I don't have safety anymore. Because if my parents or any of them could choose to sleep with you and you agree to sleep with them, you know, if you kill me one day for that same money, even if I choose to let go of the money. So it will hurt me more to hear that people who are supposed to be my social support structure, they do ta for behind me. Don't try it. I think given her to peaceful burial.
As much as $10,000 or $10 million is a huge sum, I think it would break me to find out that my partner slept with my mom.
This one, this pigeon. Excuse me, please. For where my male day. And I know for like if me my man go sleep with my mama. But you see the money. The money, I say the money. The money, at least I feel start new life somewhere. New man go there, but we'll go with the money. Money go pay me pass.
Even if na $500, $10,000 save is too much. Even if it's $5,000 worth of assets, you carry and run. See, you want to sleep with my brother, you want to sleep with my father, even if you want to sleep with my mother. I know I'll be hurt that you did such a shameless and disgusting stuff. But please, you see that my money, I know what I do to make that money. So sleep with them, have a nice life with them, enjoy it. Leave my money for me. You doing it. At least I have excuse to carry down my money. I'll go and look for another one. And if I go for another one, she still can't sleep with them. No, I'll still go for another one. So please leave my money for me. I beg. Don't go with my money. Things hard though.
You can make your thousands of dollars and millions of dollars back. You can, get something to hold on to.
With your mother,
but family,
take it easy. It shall be well.
okay, how do you even live with the fact that your partner slept with your father? And you see him, you get to see him.
Why do you want to keep seeing the person? Because with your $10,000, you can leave that place. Go and, even if you want to go and live on a mountain alone, it's actually very easier to love family from a distance. Yeah. Oh my God, you will love them the most. But you being in that place with them, even you go become eyesore to them. And they will start annoying you.
If you slept with my dad, I'll know that you guys are two consenting adults. Meaning I'll know that I am alone in this life. Let me just face the reality of my life. And I'll move my money and find a new family elsewhere. Right? And maybe I could live somewhere, sort out my documents, maybe move to a different state once in a while, fulfill my childly obligations to you, responsibilities, and maybe wire you like maybe $100K and say, okay, for the month. And we're cool. But staying in the same house with you is because I don't have money. I'll become an angry woman and I'll die early. I'm sorry, but no.
See, I feel the problem is we've lost our values. Money dey important, I no go lie you. If I get money like this, I've even dey 6 years, I don't see my father, he no go mind. If I dey said I'm something regularly, right? And yes, it will hurt me. But as humans, you think that money is what makes you complete, and it's a problem. Money is a means to an end. It's not an end in itself. Yes, that same scenario now, if you don't get money, now let go say yab, you say, no, because of say you broke, your partner sleep with me. You get. But at the same time, if you have to run away from every situation because of you feel you have money, my brother, you will keep running. Don't lose your values. What makes you a human being is your values, not your pocket. Before the advent of money, we survived. After the advent of money, we will survive. I know it is hard. It sounds unrealistic. But I have seen families who sip gari and are happier than those who are eating chicken together.
We are built differently. The values are still there. We are not saying we've lost those values. But the fact remains that money, because now we live in a society where even our own parents, they can hate you for not being able to provide. Yes, that your father, that your mother, they will hate you if you don't have money. If your younger brother get money pass you, then go respect and pass you, will be the first son self. Now you saying that I'm not saying you don't have the right to be hot because they slept with your father or your mother. No, you can be hot. But you running with my money,
Hurts you more.
it will hurt me more because, okay, you took all my, like the question went, all my life's work. Now, you want me to start from zero. You want me to start from zero. It's very painful. I'm happy you agree that it's very painful. Put yourself in that position.
I will vex.
You will not just vex, you will go crazy. It will drive you nuts.
I'll be angry. Right? And by all rules, I have the right to be angry with you. Right? But it doesn't, for any reason, remove the fact that they are my family. So if your default response is that money will pain you more, my brother, I'm telling you to your face, there's something wrong.
I'm not saying you would abandon your family. They will always be your family, no matter what. They will always be your family. But you need time to heal. That is what I mean. So you would want to leave, even if it will take you 1 year, 2 years, because even when you are trying to heal, something will happen, it will just trigger you and you remember something like this happened. But the thing is, I know you will still go back to them. That's why I say that money will hurt more. You see, that money, you may never forgive. In fact, you will never forgive that person for it. But say the person is living, you feel just, no, it don't happen. At least you have left the person.
I've lost things, I've gone back to scratch, I have failed. And even my family dragged me for failing. They made me like I was useless. It was painful. I won't lie to you. Like, I wanted to run mad. I didn't have anything. There was no hope. And yet, I won't lie to you, I did not just be around them. I mean, just come out. I haven't changed city. But what I'm saying is that at some point in time, when everything, see, people that you think around you are coming for the money. Your family is your family.
In summary, the whole life asset thing and your family, right? You can't immediately at that moment in time, you're not going to want to see your father or mom or the person in quote unquote. Yes, you may be angry and you'd want to leave. How are you going to live when you don't have money to live? You don't have house to go. You go and sleep in the bridge and be cold and die of starvation because what? Your girlfriend slept with your papa. No, I'd rather you sleep with my dad than take my money. At least my dad, over the time, yeah, we'll reconcile and we'll be cool. But you see, when you lose time can never be gotten back.
Hi, I'm Joel Walker. The fact that she disappeared with, all my assets worth $10,000 would hurt me the most. Like, why would you want to do such a wicked thing? You can sleep with my dad. It's just there. But don't go with my money, please.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. If you agree with this statement, please take your seat.
Okafor's law states that a farm that has been farmed can be farmed again. Because once behavior starts, it becomes an attitude. It's once an attitude begins, it becomes a behavior, right? And then it becomes a part of you, something you can't do without. You just always want to steal, take something that's not yours, Even when you cheated on your girlfriend and slept with this babe that you're now married. Now that she's not your own, you're looking for another one outside. You're not contented with what you have. So if you were a thief before, you will still thief again.
The propensity to cheat, once acquired, cannot be lost.
If you do not agree with this statement, please join them.
For instance, now you're in a relationship with a lady, should I say a woman. Then you find out she's being sneaky, you don't know what's going on, she's being sinister. But then, before you could unlock her phone, your fingerprint was on her phone. Suddenly, she don't come out your fingerprints. Your fingerprint don't dey there again. You don't feel access her phone, you don't feel access WhatsApp. You try to have a conversation with her. Before you go out there, you try to have a conversation with her, communicate what's going on. Now, you would not just want to cheat, or let's say you eventually cheat. That's because she has been making you restless, you don't know what's going on, you just needed a distraction. Now you can't go fuck up once. You go fuck up once outside. Then you guys communicated the whole thing. She admitted to some faults. You also admitted to some faults. And there was a turnaround in the relationship and things were going smoothly. Everything comes still. Why do you still want to go and cheat again? Because you cheated because it wasn't going well. Things were not going fine. That was why you cheated. So why do you still want to go and cheat? After all you wanted was for the relationship to be okay. No secrets.
That statement, once a cheat, always a cheat, I totally disagree, because mistakes happen. Mistakes like, okay, maybe this guy goes to the club and he becomes drunk. In that moment of your drunkenness, you don't know what happened, and you just maybe laid with any random girl. And I feel like when you wake up and discover, oh, okay, I've slept with her, the remorse, the guilt and everything, it didn't happen intentionally. It was a mistake, just once. So I believe that you can't just tag him a cheat just for that one mistake. So once a cheat is never always a cheat.
Okay. It's once a cheat, always a cheat. No. I've seen people, in the perspective of relationship, I've seen people get addicted to drugs, and at the end of the day, they would never in their life go back to that lifestyle. I've seen it with my eyes. I've had friends like that, and they know the reason why they are not going back. So as long as change is constant in human, which is very possible, 100% possible, as long as change is constant, anybody is liable to change.
I heard a lot about what you all said. I would like to pick just random points. He said, for example, that change is constant. I will agree with you. If he changed before, he can change again. Change is constant. She said it could be an accident. If in your drunken state, your first impulse is to find who to knock, my brother, my sister, in any other state, that is, you are reverting back to your natural disposition to do something. Right? Or let's imagine you were stressed and then you feel, let me look for somebody to just ta with and relieve this treasure. Even if you meet a very loving and caring man, you might take a while, but then you go back there. And my brother, I love the fact you brought in drugs. As a psych major, I have been privileged to play with a lot of drug cases, right? And we've seen that people actually come out successfully and never go back to drugs. True. but of the population, only 5%. Very few. Because even if, for example, you used to do, or epilepsy drug is not really highly psychoactive, you used to do cocaine, for example, or heroin, right? Then you tried to stop, you went through rehab, you became better. You came back to the environment where you used to be. You don't even do the drug. Ordinarily seeing the paraphernalia of the drug, like injection, a syringe around you, my brother, you go hungry you again. You go back. So what I'm saying is that even if you want to, if your response to cheat has ever occurred, there's a high propensity for you to cheat again. Does that mean you cannot stop? You can, but the propensity to cheat, my brother, is high. It's higher than Man City odds. Thank you.
As a social scientist, right, we've all studied statistics. I have studied statistics, at least to a certain point, right? And we've done the topic of probability. Probability is either what? 0 or 1 or 0.5. Or more if you cheat once. You want to change, it's going to cross your mind. He said things were not going steady in the relationship. Then things now, on his words, the relationship comes to you, right? The next time the thing no stew, the stew on stew. My guy, you're going to cheat because you're going to look for, oh my God, where can I, get this dopamine high? Where can I release all this oxytocin distress? You're going to cheat. You said, drunkenness. When you're drunk, like you said, you're like in your primitive state, like your animalistic state. The first thing you do is to go and cheat. You continue to cheat all the days of your life. And like I said earlier, my brothers and my sisters, a farm that has been farmed can and will always be farmed again. Even if you follow the farm, leave it for like 5 years, 10 years, let it rest, gather nutrients again, the momentum is building up. Last, they go see farmer. So yes, once a cheater, always a cheater.
So the statement is, a cheater is always a cheater. That's the statement. It's always a cheater. No, not when given a chance. Your statement is very definite. That means someone who has cheated before will always not can. There's no probability. Will always cheat again. That's what you're saying. So you used a certain percentage, that 5% out of 100% of people who do drugs that the margin is very slim, that it's 5% that cannot go back. So as long as there is a certain percentage that cannot go back, it simply means it's a countermeasure for what we just said, that a cheater will always cheat again. So as long as you've given, even if it is 1%, it means definitely someone can say no to something and does not do it again. So definitely, I think that would settle this argument, except if it was 0.
Should DNA test be made compulsory in Nigeria? If you agree with this statement, please kindly take your seat.
Please, I want to use this avenue to beg on the federal government in Nigeria, if there is any way they can make DNA tests a free, and it should be free. The compulsory aspect of it, it should be compulsory, because the pain of, spending all your resources on someone that is not your child, that pain alone, I don't know, it is only God that can mend such hearts.
The DNA test should be made free and compulsory, right? In as much as if such a law is signed, if such a bill is signed into law as of now, a lot of people will be fatherless and motherless. But to avoid such issues arising, because issues of inheritance, right? Then spending your resources on someone that's spending your resources involuntarily. It's different when your partner comes and be like, before we get married, I have like maybe 2 kids from my previous marriage, or like when I was young, I had, some slip-ups and these guys happened. You can be like, okay, let's plan for this. That, okay, this, you treat them with love. But it's different when they are all grown up and maybe like they're in university on like on your deathbed and you want to start sharing your properties or giving your children their blessings, and somehow one thing happens, maybe you need a blood transfusion and you discover this is not my child. How are you gonna feel? You can die of heartbreak. Heart attacks are real. Shock. So yeah, it should be legal.
If you don't agree with this statement that DNA test should be made compulsory in Nigeria, please join them.
Okay, I don't agree with the fact that DNA should be made compulsory because, in the first place, whether the government makes it compulsory or not, man wey wan run DNA test go still run the DNA test. The government will not arrest him for running a DNA test. It's left for the man to, like, his conviction. Why does he want to know? Like, have you been suspecting your wife of infidelity? Even if they turn out not to be your child, see am as empowerment, I beg. You don't empower those children.
So I actually don't think that making the DNA test compulsory is much of a big deal. I mean, just like he said, why does the man want to know? If you have been married to this woman for a couple of years, okay, that was on a lighter note. But if you've been married to this woman for a couple of years, and you guys you've had no serious issue that warrants you going to do a DNA test, and maybe somehow you got convinced by friends or something, and you start having the feeling, okay, maybe these children are not mine. Maybe I should, go get evidence. If you do a DNA test and the children turns out to be yours, and the woman finds out that you have done a DNA test, how do you think she will feel? I mean, she will actually feel like you don't trust her. I mean, it's somehow, even if you go to do a DNA test and the children are yours, okay, they are yours. But if the woman finds out that you actually did a DNA test, I mean, that might actually be the beginning of serious issues in the marriage, because why did you go for a DNA test? So you've been suspecting me of cheating and stuff like that.
On a normal day, most men will not naturally just think of doing a test on their own child. And it's because of society has degraded to the point that women now do lottery to determine who will be the father of the child. And that is my problem. The fundamental problem is not making a test compulsory, because there are many compulsory things in Nigeria that we have manipulated, from WAEC to JAM to name it. Even birth certificate has been manipulated, age. So whether it is compulsory or not, those that want to still cheat you will cheat you. Right? So the fundamental issue is a value problem. So therefore, we just believe that making it compulsory is a waste of legislation. They should do things like they've been doing, change the national anthem and save lives. That's all.
She said, why would you want to? It brings up issues of trust, right? First of all, that's why I am advocating it should just be legal. So it's an issue of being a law-abiding citizens. If you just do it from the beginning, okay, or maybe both of us get married, right? And we agree that, okay, we'll do DNA tests for each of our kids. Just to be sure, not like just to make sure there is no comma in the future, you understand? We just do it and get it over and done with. If you want to do a DNA test on the kids, why should it be an issue of conflict? It should have been something you discussed before marriage. Before marriage, right? I know y'all gonna want to eat me alive, like this guy sitting beside me. But it's when you want to do it later that it's like, what's happening? That's what the issue is. If it's something we discuss before marriage and we do it when the kids are born or before they are even born, then I mean, it's cool.
I think this DNA test of a thing is more of the society wanting to attack the women. But at the same time, are they also running DNA tests in other family to be sure if that same man that is doing DNA tests does he have another child elsewhere? Because if you love your wife, your wife's children should also be your children, no matter who. Like, seriously, your wife's children should be your children. You should love them too. At least they came from the woman you love.
If egg came out of the chicken, do you love the egg and the chicken equally? The DNA problem, forget about trying to be gender balanced and everything. The DNA problem is fundamentally a feminine problem. I'm putting it out there. Most men, even if some of our gender now are becoming unmanly, most men will tell you they have a child up front because you will not beat them. Now they won't marry, nobody won't marry them. They'll tell you have a child. If you don't want, you walk away. People who hide it the most are women because they play a very dangerous game with childbirth. My mother used to tell me that it's only the woman that knows the father of her child. And it's a problem. It's a value problem. We must stop using men as lottery option and look for the one that has the shortest odds to become a father. No. It is painful. It is annoying. No law is required for that one. It is simple. So no matter what government won't do, make government rest. Because last, person won't cheat you, go cheat you. And how many laws do you know that have been passed in Nigeria that have been implemented? So my brother, rest in the name of the Lord.
Hi, my name is Anita. I don't think there's any need because, whatever wants to happen to happen. If the woman wants to cheat on her husband and give him illegitimate children, it will still happen.
Cheating or being loyal is not gender-based.
If you want to cheat, whether you're a man or woman, you will cheat. Forget that men cheat more, women cheat more. Yes, you might pick a side and everything. But last, person who wants cheat, go cheat it in full chest. Whether you're a man or a woman. After all, the LGBT community, they cheat on themselves. So it's not a gender something.
Cheating and being loyal is not gender based. If you want to cheat, you cheat. It's a decision, and a conscious decision that must be backed up by action.
Anybody can cheat, the male, the female. So I think it's just the individual person.
Cheating is not gender based. Whether you be lass, lad, boy, girl, man, woman, male, female, he, she, the other pronouns, you will still cheat if you want to cheat. Then for the loyalty is a two-way street stuff. If you're loyal to me, I can be loyal to you too.
Anybody that wants to cheat can cheat. It's something that has to do with personality, what you choose and what you want to do.
Hi everyone, this is Sunny from Niger Insider. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media platforms. Thank you guys. Bye.